I'm not a happy bunny about that. I don't mind different pronunciations. The game doesn't take place in the UK. Who knows what the right pronunciation would be? It's true that up to until recently, it was anyone's guess, unless you had some notion in how Byzantine is spoken, which is not my case. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna get something to eat and drink, and go to Seydonie. I really apologize. My FPS is disgusting. I normally have 10 in Balmora, 10, 12. Now it's 5. 5 is not playable. Just not playable. Not enjoyable one bit. Did I do the quest to use the cave near Pelagiad? Yes, I was saying, sorry, up until recently with the Elder Scrolls Online. Oh, I did not install my mod. I guess, you know, I was, I blink real fast. That's what I'm doing right now. I assume that's what was happening already. And you see? And what's happening there? Total collision boxes. You see what's happening with me? My bounding box is getting me stuck on the second stair. I think I will have to recreate that character so that I have the regular one. Come on, keep jumping. Okay, Selviel. Please let me go
to be at your service.
to Udal Seydonie. Have we spent much time in Seydonie? Some, not too much. We're going to Lahwad. I'm very, very tired and very all kinds of things. You know what? It's 6 o'clock in the evening. We're just going to push on. Vanilla trees, hey? It's so rare to actually see the sky in the Bitter Coast for me. Change of pace. Pace? Yeah. Right now I'm totally counting on Laura to kill anything. Because I'm extremely weak. You know what? I think we are actually going to call the museum our home. It makes sense. Like we have a... Oh, yes, level up, do it. We have a position at the museum and they do provide accommodation for us. What are you? You're a guard? You're a guard, right? You're an orc. I know that much, but yes, he's a guard. Well, if you're a guard, how about you go kill that cliff racer? That I am going to avoid. Denina, you were saying that the Graceland and Azura Coast... We clearly have an animation issue right here. I may have hit the ghost. Sorry. Yeah. Races have to come out. I've noticed, has anyone noticed that issue? It's something that I've had in only recent install, where cloned creatures, for example, right now, this is a cliff racer. I doubt it's a vanilla one. There you go. It's the model of a cliff racer with a different texture. So it's a clone cliff racer, where clone creatures have their animations break. So right now it's cool. It means that I can kill the cliff racer because it's not doing anything. Yay. But it's not normal. And I know it's not a problem with the mod or the model because I have used it for years. I've never had the issue. And there's other mods that do something similar. No, we are not going into the tomb. We want to make it to a safe harbor before nightfall. It's getting quite dark. Can I jump? Maybe. Do it. Yeah. You are surprisingly able to climb up on that. We just need to get to, you know, that tiny bridge? And there is going to be a shipwreck, but I am not about to go and explore a shipwreck in the condition that I am in. Not happening. Not even treasure will make me go into a shipwreck. Half starved, more than half dehydrated, more than half exhausted. Just not gonna. Not even for science. I am picking up the mushrooms though. Good for stew, good for poison. Do we want to make poison? Oh, mud crab, let me jump over you. That was nice. The mud crab basically gave me a leg up. And now Laura is fighting it. You'll catch up, right? Okay, cool. Don't forget to take the crab meat. So dark, but this is the shipwreck. This is the shipwreck. Which we will... Hello, known route. Which we will explore in the morning when we see what's happening. Okay. Up ahead we have a tavern. This is the Sable Dragon Tavern. A mod, naturally. A mod that, you know what, I think is underrated. It's a fun mod. What I like about it, this looks like it's a tavern. It's more or less a quest hub. It's a quest hub. No, it's a quest hub. And it takes you all over Vardenfell. Like, seriously, all over Vardenfell. I think one of the reasons it's been criticized is because it's not extremely lore friendly. It uses assets that are clearly modded. There might be some of those fantasy paintings that are not ideal. Okay, the bridge is different. I'm guessing it's been changed by Beautiful Cities. I can't see shit. And I don't have a torch. Do you... Laura, don't you have a torch?
Oh dear, you don't seem well at all.
No.
Perhaps you should find a healer.
Right, I do agree. What if I give you one? Yes. There. And then, oh, I didn't finish with that. Mr. Bixit, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Let me start the up slots machine. Can you spot the difference with the companion inventory window? There's two things. You have to spot at least one. Have some pride, Beebon. No idea? actually holding a torch. Just the it's not a great source of lighting, but I'm holding one. No clue? This is like the game of 7 differences, but with only 2, and you have nothing to compare it to. So it's not exactly the same thing. Right, I'll tell you. You see that when we have something equipped, we have that little window, that little frame. Companions don't actually have it, but now they do. And on top of that, I can now tell them, now I want you to hold this. And sure enough, she's holding it. Mr. Bixit, Morrowind is my favorite game. Then you've come to the right place. Cool to see another fan. And one that actually 45. I have not updated that for a long time. It's 45. But yes. My favorite streamer is a 67-year-old lady. Nice. Nice. There's no age to play a good game. No murdercrats. She is not a vanilla companion, but when you share the inventory with companions.
Oh dear, you don't seem well at all.
No,
perhaps you should find a healer.
Like you don't have those squared items that show what they're equipping. So what I have to do is basically I need to take an item and see on their character if they change what they're wearing, meaning they were using that item and I have to leave it there, or they would wear a robe because there's a slot for the robe and they would just wear it, and no, I don't want you to wear it. So now not only do I see very clearly what they have equipped and what is not, but I can also force them to equip or to not equip something. Which is great. We couldn't do that with companions. And there, you see the light? This is where we're going. I need to jump real bad. Laura, you're supposed to shed some light. But you're not really. I see the building, I see the windows. This, my friends, is the Imperial Dwemer Society that theoretically should welcome us. Ah yes, I forgot, we did put a bridge in front of it. This is yet another mod from the Morrowind modding madness. That was actually the first year I took part with Lady Fire Phoenix Rose, as well as Sunovex. And there was another person that was in the team, but in the end she could not take part. Was it back problems? I forgot. And now I'm sorry, I don't even remember the name. But essentially it was just Lady Fire Phoenix Rose, Sunovex and myself. And it was different at the time. It did last a month, but we had, or maybe 3 weeks, but we made two or three mods. We made 3 mods in a month or in 3 weeks, I don't remember. This was done in a week, maybe two. I'm not entirely sure I remember the time we had. And the theme for that was Dwemer and magic. So Lady built this interior. Oh no, what's happening? Hector, what are you wearing that you don't know how to wear? This is for science, guys. Common hooded robe. Is it calicots? It is calicots, yeah, I know. I didn't put the assets. There you go. He's okay, he's fine. It's good. It's all good. No problem. Hello, Hector. Greetings. Are you here to join us in our effort to document and understand the Dwemer? Or would you like to visit our museum? I wish to join. Come on. I'm a famed archaeologist from the Imperial City, and it's an honor to have me here. I want to do some research. We research many aspects of the Dwemer, from the mundane to the magical. Talk to each expert to find out more. Tell me about you. I've spent my entire life studying the Dwemer. Few should be so lucky. I have learned much, but there are still many mysteries. There are still many mysteries behind them. One day I will discover all there is to know. Okay, what have you learned? What I have learned I will keep to myself until I am good and ready, and not a second before. Bye. Jeez. I guess what I meant is that the only companion in vanilla was in Mournhold, and it was a pack rat slave you buy, and you... actually, Murdercrats, yes and no. You're right. There was a pack rat in Mournhold, but there's also actually an NPC companion. It's, I think, an Imperial in the palace courtyard. He's a mercenary, but that window will work with any companion, because it's a Lua mod. So now we have access to the museum. So this was built by a lady. There's a basement over there. I don't think we have access just yet. I added the clutter, so I cluttered it.
Hey, wait for me.
And then I built the museum. I played this on my original Xbox when it came out. My Xbox gamer tag was Clavicus Vile. Of course we know Clavicus Vile. Oof, what is your problem? Why has the model of this been modified? Unsure. So essentially in the museum here we have some machinery and they do stuff. This one is a smelter, and I don't remember, could I smelt this? No. I think you would have to put, I don't want to put that sword because I only have one. But once you have given enough Dwemer items, then you find a second one and a third one. So you can smelt them in here to get some ingredients. Or if you find some enchanted Dwemer items, same thing, you put them in there and you get essentially scrolls. You rip the enchantment of the item and it gives you a scroll with that effect. Okay, research time. Let's do this. I'm exhausted, but I'm also super excited. Okay, so we'll push on. I'm also dehydrated. That's fine. Welcome back. I don't think I've been here before, but okay. That platform you see next to me is clearly some form of transportation. I theorize that similar platforms must exist in other ruins and that all these platforms need to be powered up. Archaeological evidence suggests strong ties between the ruins of Archthungsturms and Bethums, Nushleftings, Nushdams. Could the presence of teleporter explain this? What do you mean, power up? They are certainly magical, but no amount of magicka has worked so far. The logical conclusion is that the initial spark. So to speak, I'm sorry. That's something, you know what, I'm gonna take a note, but the odds of me revisiting that mod, Imperial Society, teleport research the spark, so to speak, must come from a different source. There is an odd round shape just below the control panel of the platform, and look for a spherical object. We found countless items here. The power cell we are looking for may have been catalogued and stored already. Okay. Stupid bounding box. Palit. Morrowind names. You know they're inspired by Byzantine names originally, and then there was another influence, but I forgot what it was. The Dwemer created wonders, and some of their secrets are recorded on paper. Such documents would help me understand how these machines work. The more items you bring to the museum, the more understanding we get. That makes sense. And now we're getting the actual display part. And right now we haven't brought anything to the museum, so there's absolutely nothing on display. It's quite pathetic indeed. Guys, are you still here? I think my chat sort of refreshed. Hopefully that is still fine on your side. It proved for about half a minute. Okay, good. That's what I thought. You're refreshed and it's fine. Good, good, good. It might have been on my side because I did get, like, you know, like the page reloaded. So for once, let's not blame Twitch, okay? It's... Hey, but I have the key. Oh, there's a trap. Now, okay. It doesn't really make sense. I'm never gonna succeed. Oh, okay, I know what to do. It doesn't really make sense that this place has a trap here. But this is because of Abbott's more traps, where any door, any item could potentially be locked and or trapped. Fortunately, we have our amazing whip that should give us... There we go. Telekinesis. Alright.
You've got my ear, let's hear it.
Rodrigon. A little story. This character, in my mind, switched from female to male a few times. Now I can see that's a she, but in my mind, I was making a male character. So we might see some problems in the actual dialogue. My task here is to catalog the various Dwemer animunculi. Bring any usable PCs you can salvage from the Dwemer Centurions to me. Will you try to create an animunculi? No, we do not aim to reproduce what the Dwemer did, but merely to understand it, catalog it, put it on display, and then maybe discover ways to enhance our magic with what we've learned. Alright, so we're getting there. Any serious compatibility issues? No, nothing serious. There is a minor incompatibility, and maybe you saw it with Remiros's the Ashen Divide, I think. There's a tree. there's a platform and stairs that go up to the door, and now there's a tree in the middle of one of the platform. It's a minor thing. If you have a Rubberman's collection of Dwemer ruins, yeah, you just disable it. If you have, oh my goodness, my whip is now animated, finally! My whip animation is working in the worst possible time ever. Like, what is this? Let's just change that, shall we? And then, yes, if you have a Rubberman's Dwemer Ruin, Dwemer, did he use the word rebirth in it? Dwemer Rebirth Project, I think. There are incompatibilities because he completely changes the layout of some of those ruins, and there's a couple of them that have a conflict. Otherwise, I'm not aware of other issues. Alright, so this is how we catalog things, which is essentially a sorter. And now all of the heavy Dwemer things that I had are gone from my inventory. Hang on, you forgot this one. It might not be from this mod. We have a power cell, and that's the items I had. Oh, such a shame. This mod predates OAAB. You know what? If I am ever brave enough to look at this mod, here's what happens. When we make a mod for the modding madness, it's some extremely intensive modding. For a month, you sleep a lot less, you eat Morrowind, you drink Morrowind, you breathe Morrowind, you think Morrowind, you dream Morrowind. It's modding, 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 modding. It's super intense. And so once the mod is done, I think anyone that's taken part will confirm it's incredibly difficult to go back to this mod, update it. Like most of the teams are going to fix the issues that would prevent you from playing the game, but then adding features. Has anyone ever added a feature to a Morrowind Modding Madness mod post Madness? I don't think so. Sounds like it'd be easier to remake it from scratch for public use. This mod? No. All I need to do, because that sorter that I scripted there, it sorts anything that is in the game with, you know, anything Dwemer. But I did not include these, which is from Tamriel Rebuilt, and I have 2 of them, and I believe those are from OAAB. Let's double check. No, also Tamriel Rebuilt. So it's just a matter for me to expand the scripts and well, it's a little more than that, but I can do that fairly easily. It will still be time consuming, but I can do it. I really can do it. And so now these are sorted. Again, that's from a different mod. And it's now visible because of Wares, which is another mod of mine. And shouldn't you be part of this mod though? Yeah.
What was that?
And so with Wares, a lot of Tamriel Rebuilt items can be found on Vardenfell. And before Wares, that would not really happen. It wouldn't be the case. And so now I can see I have access to a whole bunch of Dwemer items that you wouldn't have access to unless you go to Tamriel Rebuilt area. I will update that because I want to play the mod,
friend.
and I want to be able.
Magics are at your
Callie,
disposal.
shut up. And I want to be able to put those Dwemer items from Tamriel Rebuilt, from OAAB, and Dwemer Loot. That's another mod. This, believe it or not, is actually an NPC. I know. I had quite a lot of fun creating this one. I took... it's kit bashing. It's like kit bashing at its maybe not best. I took the desk that is normally wooden and I applied to it some of the Dwemer metal structures. I added a staff, I added a bunch of soul gem and scrolls, and I added those. All of these is just one model. And then I made it a creature so that I can use dialogue rather than scripts. And this is where you can make enchanted staff. So you need to find old Dwemer staffs, you need to find heartstones, and you need to find gemstones as well. But I don't have what I need. The gemstones, I believe I had citrine somewhere, can be emerald, rubies, the ones you find in the game. For this mod, we've added citrine, a yellow one, and you can find it in rocks in the Dwemer ruins. And I've only added them where there's already some rocks apparent. It's not like I took a rock and I put it in the middle of a Dwemer ruin and say, there you go. No, it's the Dwemer ruins that already had some rocks showing. I've replaced some of them with rocks where you can mine citrine. There it is. And this guy, what is your research about? I'm interested in the Dwemer way of life. Bring any mundane object to find. Yes.
Well met.
And as for making it for public use, it's a mod, and I would have to check the perms, but usually we're really open-minded with the perms. So if somebody says, hey, I want to overhaul that mod, can I? It's usually not a problem. The only thing, depending on the nature of the overhaul, I would say, you know what, it's a patch. Do you mind if we put it on the original mod page, because it's going to be easier to find? If it's a different take on the mod, then it should be on a different page, because it's a different mod. There, I have a bunch of Dwemer things. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to update that. I want my sorter to be able... Oh yes, I did have a few. I want my sorter to be able to sort more things. So now I have the missions from everyone. This is just empty. That is, again, not vanilla, I'm guessing. Tamriel rebuilt. Okay, that's it. I'm uploading, I'm updating this mod to include the Tamriel rebuilt items. I feel I cannot play it the way it is. But there you go, that's one of the schematics that I found. Now they are here. We haven't rebuilt a complete creature, so there's nothing there.
Hey, wait for me.
Yes, yes, yes. It seems like the Morrowind modding community has a lot less ego than the Skyrim community.
For me.
Yes.
Greetings, greetings.
That's a very cool thing about the modding community. Most modders, of course, there are exceptions. Like you can't, you know, make something completely general, but most modders agree with the quote-unquote cathedral modding, and the idea is I do something, somebody improves on that, somebody else improves on that again, so that in the end we have the best mods possible. Living quarters. Oh crap, I crashed. Bummer. And I didn't save recently. Maybe the age group. Honestly, it could be some of that. The game is... no, I'm not reloading it. It could be some of that. Simply a lot of people who play Morrowind have been playing it for 20 years, so you have to be at least, I don't know, 30. Then again, there are some younger players that have played Skyrim and say, hey, let's try this older one, see if it's as good. It's better. So it's not a you know, a community of elderly people, but I think on the whole, yes, it's slightly older. So more mature, I guess. Between Arthmore and Apollo Down. I don't know Apollo Down. It seems like some of the best mods have some of the worst authors. And I don't know, like, I know Arthmore and I know the mods, and the mods are really good. I'm guessing you're mentioning them because of the perms. Most of the egotistical people have moved on. Yes, that could be it. Because when you mod Morrowind, you don't mod Morrowind expecting to make a fortune and to reach the highest height of glory. Like, you don't. You just don't. You might be known within the community, which is nice. Respected within the community, which is sweet. A few of us actually might be even revered if you talk about people like Null Cascade, Merlord, Greatness 7, Remiros, Melchior, Dark. I think those are what most people would consider the all-star modders of the community, but outside of the community, they might be known a little bit, but I kind of doubt it. Apollo Down made a few really ambitious mods back in the day, but took them down because of the 2016 American election result. Oh, okay. What's that got to do with anything? Like, completely leaving aside what the results were, and I'm not even commenting on the fact that I was happy or unhappy about it. I don't see how that connects with the game. But then again, his mod, his rules. I'm looking forward to discover the Elder Scrolls when I have time. I went the Baldur's Gate Neverwinter Night routes of RPG instead. They don't... Like, there might be parallel routes, I guess, but I've played a boatload of Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights. Never modded for them. Did mod my game a little bit. Like, they don't necessarily conflict. It's just different games. But I'm pretty sure appreciating one, you can appreciate the other. It's not like if you love Baldur's Gate, there's no way you're gonna like the Elder Scrolls. Like, even some people like some of the Elder Scrolls games and not the others, so... Tribunal code patch done, got taken down luckily. Good people had it stashed. Tribunal code patch. Was that the same author who did Morrowind 2? I'm sorry, there's too many mods. Too many modders, I can't remember. The first time playing through an Elder Scrolls game is pretty magical. Enjoy that. Yes, I am so jealous. That's actually why I like to watch people play Morrowind for the first time, because I can relive those moments by proxy. You know, that moment of, where the fuck am I? Like, what am I supposed to do? The what now? The who? What's that word? Is that a person, a place, a thing, a dish? What? Ah. So yes, that's by proxy. I like to relive those moments. But you're right. The first time is very special. I'd like to, and we've already talked about that. Where am I? Laura is in my face. That's why. Oh shit! That was before that. Okay, real quick. We've talked about. Hey, Murmur.
Quick.
Welcome back. We've talked about how it would be great if we could just forget about games we've played, books we've read, possibly films we've seen, so that we can relive those moments and we can enjoy them like the first time again. I am worried though. What if not loving Morrowind as much as I love it now?
I'm listening.
What if discovering it today,
How may I help you?
I actually didn't like it? Now, that's a terrifying thought, at least for me. But there's a chance, I guess. I don't
The
know.
wounds don't look too bad, but you should find healing regardless.
Okay, I'm just getting all the journal entries for the quests.
Hey, wait for me. Hey, wait for me.
Alistair. Research, we've already talked, we're good. Okay.
Well met.
Catalog everything, take the power cell. Some things are here, these are the miscellaneous items. The schematics that I found and books are here. The parts though didn't get sorted. Is it because you sort them?
You've got my ear, let's hear it.
Oh, she's the one who sorts them. What quest is Indy on? We have made it to the Dwemer Museum. We are giving them all the stuff that we found, essentially. And now we're going to see what's on display, essentially. Specifically, I believe there should be a book. Yeah. Chronicles of Nashleft is now on display. We didn't bring any armor or weapon pieces, so no. We brought a miscellaneous item, schematic, a vase. So you see, as you come, you just click on those sorters, and then the exhibits are displayed. And Palit, this guy, when you have brought enough schematics, he'll tell you how to use those. Though once again, you can work it out. This model I am very proud of. Again, major kit bashing, but I did it. I did it. And this is moving. I'm so proud of it. They also did the power cell. So when you have the power cell, you put the power cell in. I'm sure somebody with actual scripting skills would do something really cool where you can actually place it in there. Now this one is powered, but the other places are not powered. I'm pretty sure there should be a button here. But, okay. Alright, let's save that. Nifscope. I can only tinker models in Nifscope. Where essentially it's copy an object, paste it into the other one, move it, nif.
Greetings.
Let me type it for you.
Oh,
Most people would argue, and I don't argue against that. Most people that know how to actually create model say that Blender is a lot better. Rubberman uses something different. It's an old program. However, if you're interested in it, you don't want to get the latest version. The latest version sort of acts funny with Morrowind. I don't know why. Got confused, couldn't follow the tutorial and gave up. Oh, don't tell me that. It's one of my plans for the year, and the year is nearly ending. Maybe I should get on with that. This part of the guild. Stupid bound box. This part of the guild, again, it was Lady that built the skeleton of it, and then I did the clutter for it, and I'm very proud of how I thought of these for my plants. I was like, yes. This is amazing. Genius me. There we go. We have access to a bedroom. A blender guru. Thank you, Danina. I did, and I'm gonna look it up because I did save a link for a Blender tutorial.
G'day.
Blender Guru, yay! That's the one that I picked. Okay, all right. Now I just have to, you know, do it. That's the one that I picked. All right, I'm glad. Okay, not permitted. You know what? We're gonna. Oh crap! You're not gonna permit me because but I have to sleep. The Dwemer Museum mod, yes, and it's not just a museum; it's a quest. Because as you bring Dwemer items and explore Dwemer ruins, you complete the exhibit. You maybe get a promotion. No, I won't have a promotion just yet. I won't. And not just me though. It was a team of 3. Tsunomix on this mod did the new rooms for the Dwemer ruins, because you know that teleportation pad? We added 4 more, and he built the extra Dwemer ruin bits for it. Okay. I know you don't want to let me sleep here, but hear me out. There must be a room where I'm allowed to sleep.
Wait for me!
This is the bigger one that will take me to the rooftop. Come on. I must have planned a room for the noobs. I think the one I planned for the player is this one here.
Hey, wait for me!
But I'm desperate.
Greetings,
okay?
greetings.
That's the one I planned for the player.
I see you're wounded.
Yes, I am wounded and starved. I need to have a promotion. But you know what? I walked all day and all night to get to this place thinking that I could finally rest. And so I'm resting here. That's the way it is. I've drunk a little bit. Paxson, please, Paxson, tell me I have something edible. Otherwise, I'm gonna eat some raw meat and whatever happens, happens. Oh, more Dwemer things. Yes, see? That's the thing. The mod was made 3 years ago, and there's already so many extra assets. There's the Mark II Dwemer armor that I want to include. Then the Dwemer scrap armor is a mod by Ruffin. And I want to include that as well. Well, I know what I'm gonna mod. Do you see pie? Pie would be good. Pie. I don't. Yes. Oh, good stuff. Roasted corn. There we go. All right, let's sleep. Oh, of course. I thought of everything too. There's the daily meal in there. We are exhausted. We're sleeping 10 hours. 11 hours even. Of course, we wake up, we are equally hungry and thirsty as we were before. No water in that bottle. Yeah, this one is really meant to be as the player room. That's the one you get once you have a few promotions. I'm gonna make this my place. That's right. So Laura, if you have any ingredients, Hey, no
Oh,
problem.
dear.
Happy lurking.
You don't seem well at all. Perhaps you should find a healer.
Oh, perhaps you can heal me. How about that? Okay. Did I pick up some of your arrows? You can have the dwarven dust. This is marksman items. There we go. Meetings. Oh well, you know, sometimes you have productive meetings, and that gives you, that restores your faith in life. You go, huh? That was actually useful. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm allowed to cook in there. I can't set up my little fire camp. I can set up my little alchemy corner, though. And I will put my favorite pillow. Dwemer artifact. Oh yes, you had so many more Dwemer items that he was carrying for me. Alright, ingredients. All of it. Just chuck it in there. I am very... yes, but I don't intend to move. So that's fine, I planned it that way. So if you use 4NM, that little trick doesn't work. Because when you're overburdened, not only can you not move, but your stamina is drained and it goes to -100, so you collapse and it takes forever to get up again. Or I quite like to do sometimes, it's desperate situation, right? But I'm overburdened and I just need to move, so I give all my stuff to my companion who's overburdened, but because they're scripted to follow you, they sort of teleport to you every few, 100 meters. But if you do that with 4NM, their stamina gets dragged and then suddenly they're collapsed. And then when you look at their stamina, they have -700 and they're going to be down on the floor for hours. 4NM is great that way. It's like whatever few cheats are left in my game, with 4NM they're gone. And you can go in there too. I didn't want to cast recall. That's incredibly useless for me. Now we know we're going to sleep well in here. And notice how the pillow in vanilla game, there's the white one, and the second one will be right on top of it, sort of floating on top of it. But thanks to Merlord again, who does think of everything is true, or so many things. Thanks to Merlord, we have just drop it, and so the collision of the item is going to actually tilt and shift depending on the floor or whatever item is beneath it. So now my pillow looks good. We do have perfect placement, so I could you see, I could tinker the position here, and it would follow the shapes and everything, but we just drop it, especially with miscellaneous items and weapons and armor. You can just plop it and they're just going to pile the way we want. If you can rip off, absolutely not. Damn, Danina, it's my idea, my mod. Definitely you can. This, I believe, is just a container that respawns. No. I put a script on that one, so you can activate it once a day. So you're very welcome to the script as well. Very proud of it. I wrote it myself with help, but go for it. The script is also, I've used it in a couple of my mods, so you can find it easily. All right, are we a little less overburdened? We do want to eat more and drink more. Let's get something downstairs.
Wait for me.
Not sure about the red light. There. Better. Yeah, it's a basic script though. That is Merlord's lighting overhaul. It does a couple of things. It lets you turn the candles on and off. Shift E. Also, do I have a lantern here? I was carrying one. You see, the lantern has a duration, like they always do, but you can buy bottles of oil, or you can buy the thingy for the candle, you know. So you can actually refill your lantern with oil so that you can keep using it instead of just dumping it on the side of the road. Right, I do have more items that I wanted to sort and put on display. And then we're getting breakfast, actually lunch.
Greetings.
Look at that!
Oh,
Yes!
you're wounded. How
Because I have brought a few exhibits, we now have one visitor. And that's thanks to me. The one visitor is here to see the one vase and the one bowl. Two visitors. It might be the same. What's your name? Astian. And you look like a Breton dude as well.
Hey, wait for me.
Yeah. I only created like 10 NPCs that can that come and visit the museum. So it's RNGs. And here it is. They gave me twice the same. Sorry, Baxon, didn't mean to kick you. Sort everything. 6 more items. Miscellaneous items. Good. Do they really need 38 Dwemer coins? Like, seriously. Just the 1 coin and I'm giving you extra. Because I'm really nice. So, or maybe I can melt them. This will go as parts. Corpse preparation is a whole different area of expertise, not Dwemery.
Hey, wait for me.
So for now, I'm just putting them here. But I will have to update the mod so that all the Tamriel rebuilt of Ashes and Light and other mods we have with Dwemer items
Hey, wait for
can be
me.
put on display. Is there any kind of crafting in Ashfall yet? Yes. Yay, I have 2 now. Yes, there is. Bushcrafting is implemented.
Going, so if you could
Checking this
make it
guy has
quick.
nothing else to say here. No. This is powered, but we need to go to auction. That's what we're gonna do. Can I craft from here? No, but if I go in my bedroom, I have a few items. You can craft.
Wait for me.
A chest,
Greetings.
a sack,
Oh,
a straw bed, a bedroll, a tent cover, a rope. I don't think you can craft the cushions just yet. In his secret crafting mod that Merlord has been working on, I know he can already craft tables and chairs, like more furniture. But right now, the way it is, you can build up your camp quite nicely. Alondra, say hello. I would like.